well, PC students can look forward to some NCAA playoff action. While we don't know about our Friars yet, we can count on some tournament action in the dunk down the road. In July, it was announced that Providence's own Dunkin' Donuts Center will be the site of the 2010 NCAA Division I men's basketball playoffs. This is the first time that PC will host tournament play since 1996. But I'd like to hear some more about our Friars. To help us out, Jen Tyrell is here to give us a roundup of PC fall sports. Welcome, Jen.
Well, thank you so much. I'd like to start out with some men's basketball. Now, we actually attended the Madness, and we looked great this year. We added 4 new freshmen: number 22, Jamal Barney from Baltimore, Maryland; number 23, Brian McKenzie from Brooklyn, New York; number 5, Dwayne Williams from Murrieta, California; number 55, Ray Hall from Denver, Colorado. Now, these are all guards except Ray Hall, who is a 6'11", 275 center, which we hope will do some great damage. Now, our first exhibition game will be held on November 2nd at the Dunkin' Donuts Center versus New Haven. The women's basketball were also looking great that night with 5 new additions to their team. The men's ice hockey team had their season opener against Clarkson, and we were there as well. Now, though they lost that game at 6-1, the next day they had a game against St. Lawrence, and they beat them 4-2. The women's ice hockey team beat Northeastern in their Hockey East opener 4-1, and 3 of the 4 goals were scored within the first quarter. The swim team has their first home game on October 25th versus Bryant. Now, this is the first year that their swim team has a men's diving team. Though you see all the construction around, the swim area is still open, and you can still go and support your Friars. The men's soccer team is currently ranked 25th in the nation, and they had a great game against Seton Hall where they won. Now, junior Alex Burry scored the winning goal, the only goal of the game, and Chris Konopka had 4 saves. The men's and women's cross-country team were recently ranked, and the men are 20th and the women are in 12th place. Field hockey is 14th in the nation, and Rachel Chamberlain had her 6th shutout for the Friars as a freshman. Now, also, the women's volleyball team is 10-13, and Jeanette Toney had 62 kills, which is great. So we hope to have a very positive year.
After a short break, we'll be back with some news you might want to know before heading off campus. Well, you may have noticed more off-campus security alerts in your inbox this semester, as the Office of Safety and Security has been emphasizing student awareness of safety off-campus by providing more reports of crimes against PC students. Jamie Scambio has more on this story.
I'm Jamie Scambio, here outside of the office of Providence College's Safety and Security. Over the past few weeks, including a very busy September, there have been numerous reports of cases of muggings and violence off campus.
We've had 5 incidents, all in about the same area. 3 of them have involved what we believe to be the same suspect. And these all have occurred in September in the area of the intersection of Douglas Avenue and Admiral Street. All of these incidents have been investigated by both the Providence College Security and the Providence Police. And on several of the incidents, the victims, which were Providence College students, have not been able to identify the assailants. But the Providence Police continue to investigate.
And have you heard of the off-campus muggings that have taken place?
Yes, I've heard about them all, and that makes me even more nervous about traveling by myself.
The first thing that the students should do is not to travel alone late at night. All of these incidents have occurred between midnight and 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's basically no reason for someone to be out that late alone. The students have to realize that this is a city, it's an urban environment, and there are people outside of campus that will target students, especially if they're alone or impaired late at night.
I'm more aware of my surroundings, I guess. I look around a little bit more, but pretty much just traveling in groups. Always I'm with a bunch of people, at night especially.
I mean, we take the shuttle to bars and stuff, but sometimes if we can see it when we're walking there. Other than that.
The crime alerts that I put out, Father Murphy, Vice President of Student Affairs, came up with this this new program where we alert the college community when there's a violent crime, and it seems to be working. It's created a buzz amongst students, faculty, and staff that I've spoken to, and more people are aware of it and they're talking about it, and I think that's going to help.
I think they're pretty good emails, but I don't know, stuff's still going to happen no matter what, so.
Maintaining a safe campus is not the security department's job alone. Providence College asks for all its students' cooperation and efforts in order to work together to make a safe campus. For PCTV, this is Jamie Scambio.
A series of break-ins involving multiple student homes near campus occurred over summer months. Lauren Kahn reports.
Many rising juniors and seniors debate whether to live off campus in their upperclassmen years. Throughout the summer and semester, neighborhood houses have been burglarized. One student tells about her experience.
I was out for not more than a couple hours with some of my girlfriends, and our house was actually robbed while we were gone. And I came back to find clothes and items like spread out everywhere throughout the house. It was really scary. And we actually ended up, I was with one of my other friends, and we ended up going into my room and calling the police.
The District 7 police station on Douglas and Eden is involved with off-campus safety.
I'm the district commander for the neighborhood, and we have a strong partnership with Providence College. I deal with Richard Kless, who is involved with off-campus living, and we've met several times.
Our office is responsible for assigning extra police officers in the neighborhood, and a lot of times people don't realize this, but we've got the Providence Police substation. It's called District 7 down, on the corner of Eaton and Douglas. And that is sponsored by Providence College, believe it or not. And the college has put a big, large chunk of money into that substation to be cooperative with the police.
Students can take preventative actions to ensure their safety.
We actually had an alarm installed, and each of us, up here at least, have deadbolts along with locks on our bedroom doors. So that makes me feel a lot better. And every time I leave for class, I always lock my door and lock the main door as well.
With regard to breaks, you just have to secure your apartments. You have to secure your exterior doors. You have to secure the apartment doors, and you just can't leave valuables out in the open. You can't put yourself in the position of being a victim.
Well, you got to help the police help you. The time of day, when things were taken, what type of items were taken, helps the police to get a modus operandi of how certain thieves and robbers are operating.
The District 7 police have caught some burglars.
Earlier in the semester we caught four kids, ages 14 to 12, and coming out of a house and turn them over to detectives. By the end of the investigation, they were responsible for 22 breaks in the area.
This is not only frequent around the PC campus. Many U.S. colleges are also affected.
When I go to seminars and professional conferences, you hear of college area neighborhoods throughout the United States of America are prime areas where thieves and professional robbers will like to concentrate, because they know people are transient, they have their schedules, they can case a house out.
Even though there are dangers to living off campus, many think the advantages outweigh them.
Living off campus, you're budgeting for oil and heat and how you do, who's paying the cable guy. So you're learning about the real world. That's what your mom and dad do. That's what you're going to be doing when you leave here next year, wherever you're living. So there's a pro and con, and it's not for every student, but it's also a wonderful opportunity of growth and maturity.
For those that take the opportunity to live off campus, take precautionary measures to avoid burglary. I'm Lauren Kahn for PCTV News.